for golden glory.
I've been thinking about my strategy.
Oh, your heart is called to swing a mighty blade against her.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Hodding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So... much.
Listen to me. I'm here and you're safe. Take all the time you need.
I'm safe. Yes. I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
And if I know you, you're gonna go. Because people are in danger.
Absolutely.
Then so will I.
Good. That means whatever's out there better run.
Find any good loot lately?
Every time we walk into the crossroads, I'm afraid I'll fall up instead of down.
You've met Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlethan Forest while we were searching for Solus. Strife and Irulan helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
So, Blackthorn Manor. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So why'd we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
I'm just grateful you know what to do with it.
It's a fascinating piece. The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So it'll lead us to whoever cut it off?
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Bet whoever owned that hand agrees with you.
We'll put an end to whatever's happening in this manor. That, I promise. Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them. There are far fewer corpses here than there should be.
Where are they?
I suspect the necromancer in this place has already helped themselves to these crypts.
If there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
Something really eerie about this place.
These sigils. They can't be. Necromantic evocation, with an inversion in the higher seals. Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that. And get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest. There's something off about the texture of the blade here.
That's never good.
It's been deliberately thinned. The spirits press closer than they should. No! What have they done?
Oh, this looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
And demons. Now what?
I must free the spirit bound here.
Emmerich?
Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls! How dare they? What are they? I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. Freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
There's more to these candles than just lighting themselves, right?
You notice their secondary enchantment, smoothing out rough surges from the Fade.
I see it. So if anything goes wrong with the candles, we'll see even more demons.
I'll have words with this rogue necromancer for using them as a containment ward.
Why do you think this place was abandoned? Oh, I wonder if it's haunted. I mean, haunted by old ghosts, not any new spirits.
No one knows why the Blackthorns abandoned their manor. Rumor hinted at a family tragedy. A perfect spot for our wayward necromancer to work unnoticed. Ah, well done!
feels like there's eyes on us.
This section of the house seems displeased to host new guests. Perhaps we've discovered a hint of what drove away the Blackthorns. Another victim.
And more demons. Laura, great!
Read this one, Emmerich?
I must.
Professor?
Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist. But the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
This is so exciting.
I mean, dangerous.
Wisps aren't usually this angry.
This necromancer we're after corrupted it. Fortunately, I can calm the poor things when they're in this state. Onwards. Hand of Glory still points the way. This necromancer took us into the fleet as told.
Under rage, demon.
The way forward won't open until we defeat them.
That's the last of them.
Phew! At least those undead mean we're on the right track.
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there. 4 victims.
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Late as always, Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna Hesenkos.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
She's just trying to needle you.
Johanna always did make a sport of it.
Resentful prattling from the one left behind.
No. The stone knife in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmerich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmerich, you okay to fight?
Yes, Johanna took the lantern away from me.
What did Hesenkos do to that spirit?
I'll try freeing it, but I fear the worst. Nothing. The spirit. Its essence is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
What do we do now?
The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking. The candle. This wasn't here before.
Now, let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual we performed in the Grand Necropolis? Concentrate on that memory.
You mean when we were lighting candles?
Find some more, and we can use them to leave this place.
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals if you would. We drift upon the echo. Let them form a new configuration. And with that,
Oh, this bridge's magic is solid.
we must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
You insufferable nuisances! How did you get out so quickly?
Where's Hezenkos's voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates, pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel Johanna summoning hostile spirits. That portal into the Fade won't close until we defeat them.
But we still can't attack Hezenkos herself while she's holding that lantern.
The entire countryside would be torn apart in a maelstrom.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade?
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
Look, that lantern's dangerous. Why don't we talk about this?
Dangerous to those who fail to realize what can be done with it! Though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
Looks like we'll see just how dangerous that lantern is.
Hit again.
Wanna tell me why she has no eyes?
Afterwards, you'll...
It's over. Emmerich, still sense anything wrong?
We were successful. Johanna's magic no longer chains the spirits, and the Fade is still.
Great. Okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
At least we freed those spirits from their suffering. Shall we depart?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Gladly. Oh, the Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscripts?
You and Manfred need an extra pair of eyes for whatever this is?
I suppose it's time I explained this mess. Johanna Hesenkos was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
It sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
I'd guess it was a shock to see her back there then.
An unexpected reunion. It wasn't always like this. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
Even after what she's done, I feel a little bad for her.
Well, undeath isn't always a disadvantage. But yes, you saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hesenkos was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hesenkos had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.
You'll find them. The other Griffins, I know you will.
I appreciate your faith in me. Hope it's not misplaced.
It isn't. I've seen it. The way you care for Hassan, you tear through 3 archdemons for him, and for his family. So I know you'll find them.
Means more mouths to feed.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes, the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Comparing magic?
It's nice to have someone else who understands.
That what it's like for you as a mage?
Magic was always just something I did. Didn't really think of it as part of me or not. I just had to learn to control it.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Thanks, Tosh. That really helps.
Good. You deserve to be happy. She smells really good.
How are you doing over there?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Oh, well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do you think she likes?
You should get her something that shows that you appreciate her skills. Something archery related?
Like a bow?
No, not like a bow. She has a bow. Like, I don't know, a fancy bowstring, or a really nice leather cuff for her arm.
That's not a gift. That's gear.
No, look, it shows her you see who she is and you appreciate her.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
That's the spirit.
Shipment of supplies for the injured and the blighted just arrived. Sent by the Shadow Drug. Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
After all you have done, you are most welcome to join us.
Thank you.
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
I'm only a visitor, but I don't think Treviso will stay down for long.
I'm told we are a charmingly stubborn people.
The Blight, that is the problem. But you did fight it back. If we did it once, we can do it again.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venatori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Who else did you lose in Treviso? Other crows?
A few. Not all were crows. Some just lived daily lives in the city. Local merchants, people who put out the morning coffee as we headed to bed. After the ossuary, I wanted to walk by and see them again. As if I could return to where I left off.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
The time they bought us. The world we'll build with it.
Neither will go to waste.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her. There's an... interesting letter there, Rook.
How long have we called it the garrison?
Can I help you find anything? You've got a keen eye.
Better than we did.
Welcome back. Ha! The thrill of the duel.
Questions you already know the answer to.
In a duel to the death, say something mild.
That art merchant with information on the Anton is Hello? Are you alright? Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Anton. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please, look around. The blight has changed the skyline completely. I've heard dreadful little things live inside it. Those Antam would have ruined me, if not for your kind intervention. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam are stealing pieces of art. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in a city the way it is now.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blight.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
Best place in Treviso.
I can't believe this cafe is hidden inside all the crowds and chaos. I love it.
We're close to that camp where the Anton took that merchant stolen stuff.
Good work!
Everyone's still alive.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Anton are doing with it. Nothing here.
I don't see anything here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
The fledglings need guidance.
Hard to run training exercises in
That that merchant who said the Antom stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
So that whole story, he was just getting rid of us.
The note said the Antom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Mierda. As if the blight in the streets was not enough.
The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location is a different Antom camp, in the center of the city. Let's head there and figure out what they're working on with the Venatori. Okay. We're close to the camp where Antom are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Trouble coming.
No snooze from the mob. Kill them.
Destroy them, faithful!
Let's find out what the Antom and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
Can they even do that? Maybe they could, but... Oh, that'd be very dangerous.
We must go to Deandiago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Can the Warden spare time for us after Weishaupt?
I will not discourage them. Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antom make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antom's first targets.
weird I was cheering you on?
Sorry? Cheering me on when?
Oh, when you almost got Gillinane, I was thinking, go Lucanus! I hope he stabs her.
Huh. I don't think anyone cheers for assassins, usually.
Right. And she's technically still one of my gods, so, you know, weird.
That's probably not what makes it weird.
I got a letter from Maevaris. She asked how you were doing after your talk.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
A Grey Warden facing down peril in the distant Anderfells and beyond? Not to mention traveling with Varric, the adventures you've already had.
I guess I have had some pretty great times.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Really?
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Just cremate me.
I feared that might be your answer.
Why? Need the spare parts?
I'm always here to discuss proper burial options. Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
Need and knowledge.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
try everything once. That's what I say.
I want to, but sometimes I just like having what I like.
Nothing wrong with that. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
You don't have to pretend to like it.
I mean, it's good. It's nice and... warm?
Rook's right. You don't have to pretend. I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
You really wouldn't.
I know, but... sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Strength earns mastery.
So, Davrin, are you and Lacanis still planning to kill each other?
I think we put that on hold for now.
Wise help change things.
Yeah, we both have bigger problems.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic... thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush, and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Okay, Emmerich. I'm not saying bring 0 books.
Well, certainly.
But sketch a little. Birdwatch. Ask Harding the names of plants.
I suppose I did ask if she'd show me around Ferelden.
Because Ferelden has the best woods.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding. I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry. Didn't know you two were in the middle
Rook! Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
Huh. I was wondering when this had happened.
I don't follow.
You two didn't seem to be bonding.
I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich. Tash, my name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make them move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
Look, you two may never be best friends.
Nope.
But maybe we can aim for getting along.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tash. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tosh likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tosh.
Maybe he could share a little, so I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be.
I've hunted monsters and killed Darkspawn. But this place? It's beyond me.